true soul connections, these things don't break us up. I love you. I choose to love you every day. For as long as we choose to commit to each other, we choose to devote ourselves to each other, I love you and I choose to be with you. And that is the love that each and every one of us deserves. Now, when you talk about karmic love and attachment based, fear based love, those relationships, from an outside observer, they can seem great because, you can be both great people, right? And it's a misconception that I highlight to you guys very often. Karmic doesn't mean that one of the partners is abusive or is very low vibration. It can be two great people, two people who even grow, two people who are great souls, but very different frequency, very different people, very different souls, right? So when you really are honest with yourself, because this is something that you have to understand, that we cannot ever understand the connection that we're at if we don't understand ourselves. So many people, if you watch this video, if you're still here, you probably either aspiring for the first category because you're single and you want to walk towards a true partnership, or you are in a karmic relationship but you are awakening to the fact that it needs to go, that you need to drop it. There's no alignment with karmic relationships. But many people, they will be so deeply, like I said before, in denial and in sort of this dormancy. If you do not know yourself, if you yourself have such deep fear to look inwards and to understand where you come from, where you're going, your northern nodes, your southern nodes, your wounds, what you've been through, if you've never even touched on that inner work, like your parents or childhood traumas, right? You have no idea who you are. You will be incapable of recognizing true love, true resonance of two frequencies, because you will be coming from a place of wounding, right? So that's a whole separate category of people that will stay on the old earth. And for the next years, next lifetimes, we won't be able to sort of shift that. Not everyone is ready in this specific lifetime to awaken to do the work. But if you are conscious of what I'm about to say, and you choose to stay, that is even worse. That is even worse. So really tap into that. Because when we choose something unknowingly, we are too young as a soul to realize. We are not yet ready to be shown certain things. But when we know, deep down we know, but yet we choose that, we're choosing lower vibration. So when you are with another person and deep down this is not my soulmate, I cannot be truly me. I've done a couple of videos, how do you know whether someone is your soulmate? But to recap this for you, basically, when you are attempting to be your truest, most authentic self, you are speaking the wildest thoughts out loud, you are just being you are just, your ideas, your passions, you talk about your traumas, your childhood dreams. Your true soulmate will always resonate with that. They will go with the flow. They will feel you. They will understand you. No matter the bizarre thing that you say, they will just laugh. They will get you. With karmics, the more authentic we try to be, because it's a lesson, they won't resonate with that. So with your karmic partner, you are unable to have, to do in relationship things that for us people who choose alignment in relationship are natural. So for example, karmic relationships, they struggle to be vulnerable with each other. They struggle to really openly talk about their wounds with each other. They struggle with tantric experiences. So they struggle to sit in front of each other and just look into each other's eyes for a very, very long time, if not hours on end, right? It's a beautiful tantric exercise that we do. If you work with me on those kind of things, you would know. Just sit in front of each other, and and look into each other's eyes, and you can either just simply massage each other, or you can talk about your emotions, not what happened today, but emotions. How am I feeling? Where am I energetically, right? So it's that this deep bond and deep connection comes with ease, whereas when you are in your karmic relationship, it's a struggle. The other person closes. The intimacy is never tantric. The closeness is never truly fully safe. It's just numbing something. So if you look at another person and you think to yourself, deep down I know that you don't get me for who I am. I cannot share my deepest dreams. I cannot share my deepest fear. You don't hold space for me fully in this relationship. And I know that I'm with you because I don't really feel that I want to start over. I don't really feel like I want to be alone, because I want to have someone to go for holidays with, or to go to, like, I don't know, whatever it is that you like do. Because, you know, in karmic relationship, you can share hobbies, you can do things together, you can spend a lot of your free time together, but there's no deep bond. And you know that you just don't want change. You're afraid of change. Oh, the nonsense that people say to themselves that I sometimes hear. I am too old to start over. I don't want to be alone. So you prefer to be with someone who doesn't know who you are and kills off your authentic you? Well, congratulations. What a choice. That's not alignment, that's karma. And not only you're building karma for yourself, but you're building karma with this person, because nobody deserves to be this for you. And remember, this person may not be aware. You may have the awareness and the readiness of a soul to release karmic baggage, but your karmic partner may actually feel that this is how love looks like. They may know that, you know, sometimes people know that, oh, this is not like this greatest crazy love, but some people are not just aware of the fact that it's possible, that it exists. It's a myth for them, right? They don't believe in what I've described as a full connection, like with vulnerability, with openness, with sharing emotions, with telepathic connection. They don't really believe it exists, right? So if you consciously choose this, you are also building karma with this person, because nobody deserves. It's a barter kind of a relationship. You're not offering them love. You are wanting something from them. You are wanting for them to numb the fact that you don't want to be alone, numb your void, numb your loneliness, numb your longing, numb your need for a presence of another person. You are treating them objectively, not as a free soul that exists and deserves the best, but something that is a patch for your wound that you are incapable of healing on your own. That is not what love looks like. That is not how love is supposed to look like. That is not how love looks like on New Earth. And it's been a long video. I could go on for hours. If you guys know me, I could go on for hours. If you feel that you are in this place, and something within you is like, just, how do I do this? If you feel guided, sign up for a session. We'll do this together. This is my mission. This is what I do. Link is in my bio. And I can promise you right now, and it's a promise that I can make to every person that has the courage to start this journey. Can I promise you that you will find your soulmate? No, because I don't know what choices you will make. What will your pace be? What is your timeline that you will connect to? Future is not predetermined. We talk about this all the time when we talk about tarot, right? However, I can promise you that it will get a little worse to then get a little better. Because as long as I cannot promise you that I can get you to a soulmate relationship, because there's many variables, I can promise you that I can get you to a state when you will be happy, fulfilled, and thriving on your own. As long as you are ready to face your shadows, as long as you are ready to do the work. And the day will come that you would say to me, oh my God, I can't believe I was with this person. Because that's what always happens. We leave our karmics, then we walk the path of healing, of awakening. We start to love ourselves. We start to thrive. And they're like, oh my God, I cannot believe I allowed this energy to like be anywhere near my energy. Even that maybe they haven't been this, a bad person, like I mentioned. But when you love yourself, you start to cherish your body, your energy, your existence, your time so much that anything but true divine counterpart you wouldn't even allow near you, because you would treat it as an offense to yourself. And that's the energy that we want people to embody. People who will live on new earth, people who will reach alignment in this beautiful time of timeline split and awakening, people who will reach their dharma. The codependency these days is a plague. It's one of the tools of the system to convince us that it's lame to be on our own, that it's a bad thing, because who's going to take care of you? Who's going to give you that glass of water? Who's going to, like, you have to have a partner, you have to have... No, you don't. No, you don't. And what that actually kills off, that mentality, is part of the matrix and the program. Don't get me going, but not only it kills off our authentic selves, they know what they're doing, convincing us that we have to be in a relationship, that objective of our life is to be in a relationship, that we have to have a family and a partner. They know, because if we're so eager to have it, chances are that we're going to find a karmic, because it's easier. Do you think it's difficult to be in a relationship? Hey, sir, sorry, excuse me, please come here. You can find it in one day. But to find a soulmate, to be aligned with a soulmate, it's a little bit more tricky. It requires alignment, it requires courage. So they deliberately force us into thinking that we have to be in a relationship. So we jump into any relationship, and then chances are we're going to jump into a karmic relationship, and it will sooner or later automatically kill off our authentic selves. And our authentic self is needed to be able to hold your energy with you and not allow the elites of this world to harvest it. It's super required to have your energy with you if you want that. If you want alignment, if you want abundance, if you want love, if you want fulfillment, to cherish your energy with you, not allow your energy to leak towards karmic connection. Okay? So not only they know that they're going to kill off your authenticity, but they also know that they're going to kill off communities, because we used to, as humans, live in communities. So now people are like just focused and fixated on my little family, me and my little partner. I don't care about anyone else. I don't care that my friend is, alone on holidays. I don't care that, my friends, they have no one to spend time with. Like, I don't care that they need help. It's just me and my partner. Me and my partner, and in our little, bubble, me and my partner and my kids. And that kills off community. We live in bigger cities, but we're farther and farther and farther away from each other, because we were meant to create communities where, yes, you have your soulmate, yes, you have your partner, yes, you have, your family, but you also have extended family, that is your soul family, your community family, of, your girls, of friends, of, family members that you spend more time with, closer together, to help you when you're on your own, to lean on when you feel like leaning on someone, to help you raise your children if you need that help. We put ourselves in this situation ourselves through following the program and believing in it blindly. It's not how it's supposed to look like, and it's not how it will look like on New Earth. There was something else that I wanted to tell you guys, but it's been long already and I forgot. Bottom line, codependency is not love. Attachment is not love. Romantic relationship is not the objective of your life. System is trying to convince you and program you that you are lame and you are lonely if you're not in a relationship. Loneliness has nothing to do in being in a relationship. If you are in a karmic relationship, you be more and more lonely every year, because you will be more and more disconnected from self and less authentic. I remember what I wanted to tell you. Back to the fact, how do you actually know that you are in a karmic relationship? Especially visible when you look at women. Especially visible, because we are that temple, right? We are the embodiment of life creation and the closest thing to God. A woman who is in a karmic relationship, she will lose her glow. She will lose her flow. She will lose her sensuality, because authenticity is that much important for us. When you are in a soulmate connection, true soulmate connection, divine counterpart, when you grow together, you really are deeply connected to each other. Every year you become a better person. You are more and more open, and you are more and more yourself, and you are more and more courageous. And no matter what happens to you in life, no matter the circumstances, if you truly have a soulmate to lean on, you will just slide through it. You will just slide through it, because this is what we're designed to do for each other. Now, women who are in karmic relationships, they close. They become less sensual. They become less sexual. They become more shameful. They lose the self-love. And yes, self-love is your responsibility. But when you already have that self-love, true divine counterpart will sort of water it for you, will help you to blossom, will help you to be even more glowy, even more beautiful, even more confident. Because a true man, true divine masculine, sees within his feminine his temple, his oracle. He does understand that you are closest thing to God on this earth, and you are his connection to God. He will worship you. He will devote himself to you, to your body, to your existence. So that body will feel that energetically. And every year you will become more beautiful, more glowing, more, again, sensual. Women who are in karmic relationships, every year they're closing their energy more. They're becoming more dull, more grayish, more sluggish, more they feel like they want to take care of themselves less, that they want to take care of their body less and less. They feel less pretty. They start to feel, I'm getting older, I'm getting uglier. Not possible in a true divine union. Not possible. Your true divine masculine counterpart, if you're both in divine union, remember, so you're both in alignment, it's like aging backwards together, because that is what alignment truly is. We detach from the physical part of self, and we allow our soul to flourish and to hold the reins, which actually allows us to that vibration of your soul, that glow, that it's visible in your body. Our body and the state of our body is a representation of our inner state. If you are in a karmic relationship, literally you're rotting from the inside. Even if you think like they're a good person, I'm a good person, and we're good together because we can go for walks together and travel together, and like we're friends. So what? You are every day giving your energy and your body to someone who is not supposed to have access to it. And you do it because you don't love yourself enough. You are rotting from the inside. Hope this was helpful. As always, tough love. This is what we do here. This is how our little talks look like. I'm probably going to have to divide this video into 2 parts because it was extremely long. But yeah, it's been on my mind. It's been on my mind. So you guys, please just remember that. Please remember that. Sometimes it's just like, why? Why? Being on your own is really not that bad. You can thrive. The meaning of life is not just to be with a man or be with a woman. Risk it. Find the courage within you to risk it. It really feels like, I don't want to say it's like gambling, because I truly really believe that if you walk the path of alignment, it's just a matter of time. That's what I teach people. That's what I help people to do every day. But even if you had a choice, a mediocre guy and a mediocre relationship, or risk it, and maybe never getting it, but waking up every day, what if today is the day? What if today is the day that I get into union with my divine counterpart? What if today is the day that I meet my soulmate? Are you really ready to lose that opportunity and knowingly choose karmic path, think twice. Think twice. And I hope your guides will send you a sign. I hope your guides will sort of, I don't know, like a bird will fly into your window right now as you're watching this to just like help you to awaken and walk this path. Walk this path of courageous, awakened soul who want to find their way towards New Earth.